Hello dear students, today I would like to explain about your literature part 2, that is short stories from Gulliver Travels. So today chapter 1. Chapter 1. Before starting the story, let us introduce about the character and the writer. The main character in the story is the man who tells the story, that is Gulliver, and the country he reached, Lilliput, and the people of that country called Lilliputians, the king and the queen of Lilliput, and Reldresler, a man who friend of Gulliver. And now about the writer. Gulliver's Travels, written by Jonathan Swift, is the story of a man called Gulliver and the journeys he made to strange countries. His first journey is to Lilliput, which we are going to find in chapter 1. And the writer Jonathan Swift was born in Ireland in 1667. His father died before he was born and his 3 uncles took care of him. He started writing poetry and essays during his childhood. Swift began to write his most famous work, Gulliver's Travels, in 1721 and finished it in 1725. Gulliver's Travels was published anonymously and in 1726 was an instant success. Nowadays it is the famous story among the children and the adults. Now let us come to the story. In the first part of the story, the narrator Gulliver is describing about his early life. So I am going to read and explaining it to you. My father and mother had 5 sons. I was the 3rd son in the family. He lived in the north of India. Gulliver is telling that he was born in a family and the family had 5 children. He was the 3rd children of his parents. My father was not a rich man and at 17 I had to leave school, and the parents were not so rich, and at the age of 17 he had to leave the school because his father had a dream, so he sent him to London to study to become a doctor. For 4 years Mr. James Bates was his teacher there, and under the guidance of Mr. James Bates, he was working as an apprentice. During that period, he had not so much money, so his father sometimes sent him money. With that, he used to buy the things which are needed traveling by sea. Then he studied in the college for 2.5 years, and after that, with the help of his teacher, he got a job as a doctor on a ship. He stayed in this job for 3.5 years and then he went to live in London. My teacher sent patients to me and soon I bought a house and got married. Gulliver is telling that his teacher was so helpful. When he went to London, his teacher used to send patients for him to practice as a doctor there, and in this way he was able to earn enough money, and with the money he bought a house and after that he got married. The name of his wife was Mary Burton. Now this is the end of the first para. Now second para, the narrator is describing about what happened to him after that. 2 years after I started as a doctor in London, my teacher died, and the tragedy came after 2 years. When he was in London, his teacher died. Now no one was there to help him. He was in trouble. Now no one was there to send patient for him so that he can earn money. So at that time he had no enough money to live. So he decided to go back to sea again. When I was not, that means I was a doctor again, he worked on a ship for next 6 years as a doctor on 2 different ships. When I was not working on the ship, I read many ancient and modern books. So the narrator is telling that when he was not working on a ship, when he was outside the ship, he used to read the books that is based on traveling by sea, and in this way he was gaining knowledge how to travel on the sea. Right. And after that, when the ship came to land, I went ashore and watched and learned about the people in these foreign countries. And when the ship coming to land, he used to go to ashore and watching different kinds of people coming down, using different languages and talking. They were coming from foreign countries, and in this way he was able to learn some languages, some foreign languages, because he had a very sharp memory. Now coming to the third paragraph. After 6 years, I went back to live in London with my wife and family. I tried to find patients among the seamen in London, but I didn't find enough work. Now narrator is telling that after 6 years, again he went back to live in London with his family and wife. And there he was trying to find the patients, enough number of patients, so that he could able to earn money, but it was when he could not get enough patients among the seamen. So on 4 May 1699, after 3 years in London, I went back to sea. At first things went very well. Then the ship sailed into a bad storm and the winds blew us the wrong way. Finally, the ship broke in the storm and we had to get into small boats and leave the ship behind. Then my boat turned over in the strong wind. I don't know what happened to the other seamen on the boat. So now the tragedy met with the narrator. On 4 May 1699, he was again went to the sea. Everything was going well at first, and all of a sudden, due to the strong storm, the ship came into the bad condition, and it was at last broke into pieces in the big storm. At last, the Gulliver and his men had to get into a small boats and to went inside boats and leave the ship behind. Then my boat turned over in the strong wind. His boat turned over into the strong wind, and after that he doesn't know what happened to his other partner. Now coming to the next para. I fell into the water and the sea, and wind pushed me for a long time. I worked very hard to keep my head above the water, and I became very tired. After a long time in the sea, my feet touched sand and I could stand up. I walked out of the sea onto the land. I walked around for about an hour, but I could find no towns and villages and no people. It was now dark, so I lay on the ground and went to sleep. In this para, the narrator is telling that at first he was struggling hard in the sea water. He was trying to push his head above the water and going on and on with the sea water. After a long time in the sea, he touched the land. It was a sandy land, and quickly he came to the ground, and he was taking round of the area, and there he could not find any town, any kind of people or any living beings there. And at that time it was dark, so he was feeling tired and he lay on the ground and went into the sleep. In the last para, it is said that I was very tired and so I slept well for about 9 hours. When I woke, it was morning. I was lying on my back and the sun was in my eyes. I tried to sit up, but I couldn't. There were thin ropes around my arms and legs. The ropes were tied to sticks in the ground, and my long hair was tied to the ground too. And in the last para, the narrator is describing that he was so tired that he slept 9 hours at a stretch. And after that, when he woke up, he was seeing around him and he was trying to stand up, get up, but he couldn't, because he found himself to be tied with the ropes all around. Even his hair was also tied, and it was tied to the small sticks that is put on the ground. This way he was found himself at that time. So, end of the first part of the story, and now next day we will discuss about the chapter 2, that is the continuing the story. We will go to chapter 2 next time. I hope you have enjoyed the story, and you will be able to learn better way the story.